Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the award-winning ocean talk show, Ocean's Pit, from the Josie Awards 2023, the Grand Old Opry. What a great event that was. Anyway, folks, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, 12 o'clock, lunchtime fun, Monday through Friday. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Guys, every show is dedicated to the first responders, and we want to thank you all for everything you guys do. But also, this show is dedicated to people like you who take the time to watch it during the lunchtime hour, or if you watch it anytime during the day. The Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on X, formerly Twitter. We're on YouTube, and we're also on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. 5 different ways to watch the show, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. My lovely co-host, my wife, will be back. The great Laura Ocean will be in the house tomorrow, as I know it's one of your favorites. Guys, I want to thank my good friend Carol Brandolino, who was on yesterday. She was my co-host from Brandolino Music, Encore Music Center in beautiful Shorewood, Illinois. She did a great job. We're definitely going to have her back again. Guys, we got a great show lined up. We got a special guest on the show coming up in about 10 minutes. My friend Robin Kurtner unfortunately lost her sister, Elizabeth, cancer, folks. We got a big fundraiser coming up at 223 Main Street. That's the name of the venue. It's coming up downtown Lamont on December 21st, Thursday, 6 p.m. at the door. $75 to get in. It's a great cause. It's going to be not only the ticket to get in, open bar, food supplied, suites, and live entertainment. So Robin's going to be on the show talking about her sister at elizabethsgirls.com. Just a tragic story. Guys, anyway, I want to just get right to our sponsors. Let's do that, folks. First of all, thank you for all your letters, excuse me, your texts and your stories and everything you guys send. So much stuff really does help the show. Guys, I want to thank our sponsors, Norwich Displays, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. We're talking about Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Always remember to buy local and shop local. Folks, they got some great things happening in the month of November. Small injury repair for the month of November. They're waiving the $20 diagnosis fee, which will cover the 1.8 inspection ready for your winter and have your snowblower served. For tune-up, single-stage snowblower tune-up is $105 plus parts. Check out their holiday displays, lights, blow-ups, yard decor, and much more. And sign up for the Ace Rewards with one of our cashiers and receive a $5 gift card to use on your next store purchase and all the JRC Hardware Black Friday coupons. 50% off one regular price item, $30 or less, valid through November 24th, or 15% off your entire purchase of regular price merchandise November 25th through November 27th. That is fantastic. It's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends from Ace, folks. Remember, Ace been taking care of neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. And let's get right to another great sponsor, folks. Let's not forget our good friends. You guys, new companies out there, entertainers out there, anybody looking for advertising, PR, public relations. Here's a great quote. Bill Gates once said, "If I was down to my last marketing dollar, I would spend it on public relations." That's a sound advice from a guy that's worth $100 billion. And I couldn't agree more. The value of public relations. That's why I recommend Bernie DeMayo and DeMayo Partners. Bernie's been my publicist for several years. He's got me TV, radio appearances, magazines, articles, newspapers, and more. Bernie has worked with the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, the White Sox, Tavern on the Point, Edison Park, Phil Stefani Restaurants, Village of Niles, Popeye's Chickens, and so many other places. Plus, they won tons of awards. That's Bernie's award-winning BernieDeMayo.com. That's how you get a hold of him. Or you can call Bernie at 312-217-5658. That's BernieDeMayo.com, 312-217-5658. We're going to try to get Bernie on the show next week so he can publicize and help your company, your artist out there. Very, very important. One more before we bring up, let's get I want to get the sponsors out of the way so we can have all the time with Robin. So let's get right with Deutsch Power Center, folks, celebrating 100 years. Deutsch Power servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call my buddy Sal at 224-276-65 Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, folks. Hand roll cigars sent right to your home. Ask for the Tony Ocean special. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. And then Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. 773-999-7888. You're watching Ocean Spit. Little show about big things Monday through Friday. I want to sit right now and thank you to Gil and Laura so much, our good friends, Cian Rhino and Melissa, Mike Cigar and everybody. Alderman Dick say it again, of course, from Des Plaines, and of course, former Senator Jimmy DeLeo. Yesterday, we had a great dinner at the Capitol Grill in Rosemont, which we do like 2 or 3 times a year. But I can't begin to thank Gil and Laura for that. And then, of course, Alderman Dick Sayed. Just say it again with my buddy Dick. It was great seeing you, my good friend. All right, guys. Now tonight we are at Capri, Osteria Capri in Downers Grove in the DoubleTree Hotel. Me and Jerry Jams. That's a 7:00 hit. Tomorrow will be at Eddie Merlot's. We're making our debut there. A brand new. It's been around. It's got a lot of. It's a chain of different restaurants. We'll be in the Warrenville, Naperville area tomorrow with Jerry Jams and celebrating Louis Pipe's birthday. Louis will be there doing his songs as well. That's a 7:00 hit. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with the great Professor Daryl Armenstad, and Saturday, Rivers Casino for Private Affair. Guys, have a lot of fun. So let's see who's watching before we bring on our good friend Robin. Everybody's watching today. Lenny Rago, I was fishing. That was this morning. I'm done now. Richard Hamlin, how you doing? Kim Peterson, LeFew, Nina, how you doing? Patrice, former Honey Bear of Chicago Bears, in the house. Lilia, seeing Joey Spins is watching. Well, we got Santa Barbara, California. We have Missouri. We have St. Louis. Dick, Alderman, thank you so much. Pina, Buongiorno, how are you guys doing? Lake Geneva's in the house. It's a great day, folks. A lot of good stuff happening. And let's not forget another thing that's coming up, which is very important. And you know it. It's about 60 days away, if I'm correct, maybe 59. 2024 Chicago Music Cruise, January 7th through January 14th, 2024, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Wonder of the Seas. It's going to be fantastic. Orlando, Florida, Bahama Coca Keys, St. Martin, and St. Juan, Puerto Rico. You're going to see Tony Ocean in the main event band. You're going to see my rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, and the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. All of us, 1 week, 7 days on that cruise ship. It's about 5,000 people, folks. It's the biggest ship on the water right now. It's 4 football fields long. 4. It's going to be great. Contact Mary at ntdvacations.com. N as in Nancy, T as in Tony, D as in David, vacations.com. And I think it's sold out. I mean, I think it was sold out 2 weeks ago. There might have been they're trying to get some more room squeezed out, but it's a 5,000 people on this boat. And I think in our group, I think we might have sold 600. So I'm excited to be with Richie and Seventh Heaven. Been my friend, guys, for a long time. Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock band. And of course, Tony Ocean, the main event band. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Good thing to do coming up in January when everybody's freezing their asses off. All right, so we are here, and now let's bring on my friend Robin. Robin Kurtner. Hi, Robin. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for being on the show, honey.
Of course.
I need to apologize for your loss. I cannot imagine
Thank you so much.
how to lose someone in your family. And this is your sister. Her name was Elizabeth, 34
Correct.
years old.
Yep.
She was a mom of 3. See if I got the kids' names right. Elena?
Yeah.
6 years
Eliana.
old. Eliana is 4.
Yes.
And she's 4. The other one was 6. And Isabella is 7 months old, correct?
Correct. Yes. She gave birth in March to Isabel, and then Eliana is 6, and Annalise is 4 years old. So she had her hands full.
She had. Tell us, Robin, where are you guys from? Where were you guys born? Where are you guys from?
We actually grew up in Orland Park, so on the south side of Chicago.
Mhm.
And we all kind of went to different high schools out in the area, private and public, but we all ended up staying on the south suburbs kind of. And then I moved to the western suburbs, and then my sister moved to the western suburbs, but we've all stayed kind of in the area. So,
Very, very cool. Obviously, you and your sister were
yeah.
close, folks. They got a big benefit coming up. Of course,
Yes,
223 Main Street is the name of the venue. It's downtown
correct.
Lamont, Illinois. It's going to be
Yes,
Thursday, December 21st, 6 o'clock to get in. $75 gets you the ticket to the event, open bar, plenty of food
yes.
and sweets, and it's a good cause. Winter wishes. Robin, tell us a little bit about Elizabeth.
Sure, I'd love to. I'm gonna try my best to hold it
That's
together. I'm
okay, honey. You
sorry.
do what you got to do, hon. Don't worry about it.
Um, it just happened so fast, to be honest with you. I know we were just talking about how it has happened more and more for younger people, and it's really sad. And it's sad, but at the same time, it's incredibly comforting over the last month or so how many people have reached out that have also lost siblings, loved ones, spouses that on in their 20s and 30s to aggressive cancers. And it's something that you can't even honestly comprehend until you're going through it. She, of course, like I mentioned, she gave birth in March to her baby. And then she had some complications. She was in and out of the hospital after she gave birth and trying to figure out what this pain was coming from. And then in June, she was under the care of Northwestern, which they were amazing. And she was diagnosed in the beginning of June, and then aggressively started away because of the fact that she was diagnosed with stage 4. It's, I hope I'm saying it correctly, neuroendocrine carcinoma. And so she got reported, and she away, and at that she had, they said, a prospect of 12 months. And I
Rob,
gestured
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
holding the
I'm
baby.
sorry to interrupt you, Robin,
Oh,
but
are
you
you
keep
okay?
cutting in and out. You keep cutting in and
Oh, I'm
out.
sorry. Can you hear me
Uh,
now?
yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, okay, because you were just cutting in and out that whole time. Go
Oh,
ahead,
I'm
try it
so
again.
sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. Okay.
So short version is she was diagnosed in June, and I remember one of her earlier oncology appointments. She was given 12 months, a prospect of 12 months, and I was holding her baby in the doctor's office, and all she cared about was me. Like, she didn't care about herself at all. She said, "Are you okay?" As soon as I heard the 12 months, and I said, "I'm fine. It's not about me. It's about you." And she's like, "No, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine, Bethy." Sorry, that's what I called her. And I said, "I'm fine." And then we got in the car, and she continued just to ask how I was. And it's just mind boggling that the entire time she never complained one time, going through chemo, vomiting nonstop, and in such excruciating pain. And she cared about everybody else around her and how they were doing. And she just kept focusing every single day. I talked to her about the girls and on their future. And I won't be here next year, so I have to do this for them. I won't be here, so I want to do this for them. I want to ensure that they're taken care of. And honestly, that was her only thought the entire time. I can't tell you how many times, even during hospice, my middle sister Tracy and I asked her, every hour, "How's your pain? How are you?" "I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?" Like, I mean, it was
I
just,
mean, Robin,
I
at
don't know.
the age of 34 years old, I mean,
Yeah,
you said she was diagnosed in June, went into
correct. Yeah,
hospice in September. So she didn't last in
correct.
hospice too long, did she? Correct?
No, correct. So in the beginning of August, they found out that the chemo, honestly, which was the most aggressive treatment available, was not doing anything, and her cancer continued to spread. And so she ran out of options. And so she went into hospice in September. And almost every day she was surrounded by my mom, my dad, my sister, and I. And sadly, she passed on October 19th. But she did pass between my sister and I, holding her and just telling her we love her. And, we spent as much time as we could 24 hours a day with her.
Yeah,
But
you just can't imagine your loss on Elizabeth's uh, girls.com. Is that something you guys created for your sister?
we did. One of the number one priorities is that, like I mentioned, she wanted her girls taken care of. And so she set up a trust for the three girls. And so that they were taken care of in the future for their education or whatever endeavors they took, upon trade school. And so she wanted to ensure that they were taken care of. And so she set that up. And so my sister and I actively got on that. And I'm in the marketing world, so I reached out to several, businesses, and I can't even begin to tell you the outpour of love from small businesses and vendors that wanted to partake and support and help in every way that they could. And so we started creating fundraisers, and it just all happened so fast. And so we actually had a fundraiser a couple of days after her funeral, which was a little hard, but just focusing everything on the girls.
Sure.
And that's why we created this this fundraiser on December 21st, for the girls, obviously. And all the funds go from elizabethsgirls.com, go to the Three Girls Trust Fund that she set up.
So
And
anybody can go to elizabethsgirls.com and donate
correct.
for the help. And also they want people, hopefully you guys that on the south side or north side, wherever you're at over there, to come to
Yes,
the great event on the 21st of December at 223 Main Street. It's a banquet hall type facility. Like
correct.
I said, show starts at 6 o'clock. Winter Wishes, $75 at the door, folks. You can't beat that for the food and the drinks and the sweets and entertainment, and the most of all, you're doing it for a very, very, very good cause. What are they? What are they going to expect that day on the 21st, Liz? Robin?
So we have a few surprises in store, but they will walk in. It's a formal event, and so they'll walk in. And 223 it's a beautiful venue, but it's small, so it's really nice and intimate. And so they'll walk in. They'll be greeted with welcome drinks and champagne. There will be an open bar, a lavish, lavish amount of food, sweet tables, entertainment, like I stated, and then we have a handful of large raffle baskets already. We are expecting to have a silent auction. So it should be a lovely evening. I can't say if Santa may or may not stop by as well with some surprises.
Okay.
So
Well,
we do have that. And then everyone also will leave with a swag bag filled with goodies as well. So
well, you know what? First of all, it's great what you're doing for your sister, and like I said, unfortunately, she's looking down at you. She's happy, that you're happy, and you can be taking care of her kids. How are the kids? I know that the young one, 7 months, she doesn't know what's going on. But what about the 6 and 4-year-old? How are they taking it right now?
their moments. I think my niece Eliana, who's 6, was way more in tune. I think being an oldest child, and then she was very close to my sister as well. And so the weekend before she passed, actually. The girls came in, and my 6-year-old niece calls making cards love cards, because she always puts love you on them. So she made my sister a million love cards, and she sat next to her and colored. And I think that was so important, but also so good for her. And she took naps with mommy all the time. And then she said at the wake, every time someone was crying, she was like, "Are they crying just because they love mommy so much?" I said, "Yes, honey, of course they did."
Of course
And
they.
so we're just trying to make everything as happy and
as you
upbeat as possible for them.
You're trying to
Yes.
do the best you
So,
can, and you're
yeah.
doing the right thing, folks. Our good friend Robin, folks, if you can, take the time, whatever you can donate. Make sure you go to elizabethsgirls.com, and if you can make the event, 223 Main Street, downtown Lamont. That's Thursday, December 21st. Hope you guys can get out to do that. Robin, I wish you the best of success and good luck with this event, and God bless
Thank you
you and
so
your
much.
family. And if we
Thank
can help
you.
you in any way, please let us know. Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, Robin. You have a great afternoon. God bless you and your family.
Thank you so much. You as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Our friend Robin Curtin. I can't imagine what it must be like to go through something like that, folks, but it's a good cause. ElizabethsGirls.com. Please see what you guys can do to help out. And if you can make the event, 223 Main Street is the name of the venue. Downtown Lamont, 1221st on a Thursday. Winter wishes. It's a good cause. You're helping out a good person and a good family, and that's what we need to do. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends Danny Mazzi and Robin, and Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Ocean's Pit, a lot of stuff talking about stuff we forgot. You know what? Interesting stuff here, folks. This is called the Ferrera Farmers Group in California. The new CEO told all the employees, folks, that they're going to be working from home from now on. And we talked about this before. Some of these employers moved out of state. Some of these people sold their cars. Some people, because they're thinking, okay, I'm not going to need the car because I'm going to be working from home. And then all of a sudden now they change the rules and now say, no, guys, you're not going to be working from home all the time, maybe 3 or 4 days a week. And some people are kind of freaked out about that. This is the Farmers Group. Now, this has been happening other places besides this particular company. They say one thing and they turn back. Like my wife works at for Redfin Real Estate. Plus, she also does Laurel Ocean Solutions credit cards. But for a long time, she was working 4 or 5 nights, for 4 or 5 days, going down to Rosemont to the office, and then they sold the building, whatever it was, and she works from home. But again, I don't know how much. I never. I don't know about the working from home thing. That's just me. My wife has a lot on her plate when she works, and besides taking care of my business and everything that she does. But this is something for a company now. They should eat it. They're telling these people that you're going to work from home and then decide to change the rules after people made some drastic changes. I don't know. It's a little crazy. General Jill, how you doing? And Allie Weinhardt, Kathy Ippolito, hope you're doing. Amazon is going out of business. They're out of cardboard boxes. Buy local, shop. There you go, Dennis. You're absolutely right, folks. Hey, the New York City Marathon just happened this past weekend. Got a couple things here. Tara Montola from Ethiopia. He won for the men's marathon. He did it in 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds, or 50 seconds. Broke the men's record. Very cool. And congratulations to Holland Orby of Kenya. She won in the women's New York City Marathon. 2 minutes, 27, 2 hours and 27 seconds. You can't beat that, man. This is great. And how about this lady here? Connie Brown, 44 years she's been running the marathon, according to ABC. She came in 45th place. She's 80 years old, and she's been doing it for so many, many years. So congratulations, everybody, for the New York City Marathon. Very, very cool. I love that. Happy hump day today. Johnny G in the house. Danny Mazzi, Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street, baby. Tonight we'll be at Capri in Downers Grove at the Doubletree Hotel with Jerry Jams. Tomorrow we'll be at Eddie Merlot's, Naperville, Warrenville area, celebrating Louis Pipes' birthday. And Louis Pipes will be singing some songs, doing the show with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I love working with Louis. Love seeing everybody. Oh, my God is right, guys. Let's get to some other stories if we can. Let's see. Thanksgiving parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. according to WGN. At the end, you got Santa Claus. And who's opening up for Santa Claus? Cher. How many people love Cher out there? I love her. I always loved her. Love her as an actress. Love her as her songs. I think she's fantastic. So, Cher. Cubs make a big move there, getting Consell, the new coach from the Milwaukee Brewers, and Dave Ross has been let go. I don't know. I'm not much of a Cubs fan, so I don't really follow all that. But, I knew Ross was a former player. I know he was loved by the fans. I know he was loved by the players. But, hey, things got to be made. Things have got to be done. And if you're Cub fans, a lot of people are happy with this move here in Chicago, if you're happy with this move. So we will see. I don't know. But let's see for you Cub fans out there. Remember Batman or the Black Beauty and the Green Hornet and so many other great car, the vehicles in those great TV shows from the 60s and 70s. We lost the great George Barris. Barris was the one who created, the Batmobile and the Green Hornet, the Black Beauty. I think he might have even done the Monkey Mobile, but I'm not quite sure. $40 million ticket prices going up. Hot dogs, $25. Dennis from Lake Geneva. Oh, my God. It's crazy there. Crazy as it is. I was watching a documentary a couple days ago on National Geographic called One Day in America. It's about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. It's a 4-part. It was a 3-part. What was really cool was, because I've seen a lot of documentaries, I follow that whole thing. What I loved about the documentary, what I thought was, Kathy, how are you doing, hon? What I loved about the documentary, it was the people, the people that were still alive, told by the people that were still alive today. So everybody's the Secret Service guy, some of the people that were actually there when they heard the shots, where were they at? They talked to one of Lee Oswald's co-worker that day when he asked Lee Harvey what's in the bag. He said curtain rods or something. Very, very good documentary on National Geographic. It's called One Day in America about JF Kennedy. If you're into that stuff, you might want to check it out. Great documentary. And of course, we'll still never know. Was it Cuba? Was it the mob? Was it even their own political people behind the John F. K. Assassination? We will never know. They were supposed to release files, and I don't think we're ever going to find out about that particular incident that happened that shook America when that happened back in the 60s. Congratulations to my good friend Fran Franny and Laurie Stevens. This is actually Fran Franny. He's got a brand new job there. Illinois Federal Order of Police. Congratulations. You'll be working for the police union. So Franny out there, congratulations on your new job. Ocean's Pit, let us show about big things, folks. Michael Sansone, a guy who watches the show from Arizona, a great guy. 22 years ago, of course, he lost his daughter on a hit and run, Dawn Marie. Horrible, horrible. At the anniversary of that. Then you get horrible news on that, folks, right? I can't imagine what Michael went through on that. And then he had a little celebration. His grandchild, his first grandchild, Madison, turned 18 years old yesterday. So happy birthday to Madison. And Michael, if you're watching still, I hope you're doing well, my friend from Arizona. Kennedy, you don't get shot from behind and bunched backwards. Yeah, Dennis, I watched that over and over again. Very intriguing stuff. Really makes you wonder. Really does. CNN sounds the alarm. The new polls show that President Joe Biden is trailing former President Donald Trump in a lot of crucial states. I don't know. It looks like the wheels are finally turning. We're going to have to see. We've still got a long time to go to November 2024. But I know the Democrats are definitely, if you're a Democrat or a Republican, the Democrats right now, I'm sure they're trying to figure out what to do because it doesn't look good. My opinion, but who knows? Things can change. I'm hoping for a change, but that's just me. Guys, you ever wonder what kind of drinks do you order when you're on an airplane? Do you have a cocktail? You have soda, coffee, orange juice, whatever it is. I try to have a cocktail, but to be honest with you, when I hit an airplane, when I get my seat, I'm out cold. anytime, no matter where I fly, I bring a book, my Kindle to read. Nothing, and nothing happens. I go out cold. But if I do order something, ginger ale. And now they're saying that ginger ale is the best thing to order when you're on a flight. And the reason why, it helps upset stomach for nervous flyers. Interesting stuff. If you order, do you guys like? I'm going to watch you guys that are listening right now. How many guys order a cocktail on a plane when you're on a plane? I mean, anybody actually have booze on the plane? I mean, I love it, especially when you're going somewhere. Me too. Love to sleep on a plane. Roseanne Caputo, how you doing, honey? Um, yeah, but I'm wondering how many guys or ladies on the plane there order a drink. How many people have a cocktail when they get on the plane? Now, look, even if it's early in the morning, me and my wife, we go to the little restaurant. Now, okay, Pina says water or tea. Joanne, how you doing? Ginger is the best soft drink health-wise. I love ginger ale too, very much. I just don't like the carbonation sometimes, but I'll have the ginger ale. But so nobody has a cocktail when they're on the plane. Even when it's at 8 o'clock in the morning plane, me and Laura always have a cocktail before we go on the plane. And sometimes we even have one on the plane, but most of the time I'm sleeping. But Roseanne, what about you, honey? Dennis, Robert, Provenzano, the General, Kathy, Johnny G, Danny Maggi, when you're on a plane, do you guys order a cocktail? Makes the flight go by. Also, Dick Sayed, if he's still watching, handing out these great pens. Thank you, Dick. Alderman Dick Sayhead, right there. Beautiful pens. Thank you, Dick. Say it again with my buddy Dick. Anyway, Kathy says she has one. Joanne says no. Roseanne drinks before she gets on the plane. Very good. There you go. There, Kathy ordered ginger ale. Okay, so some people don't have a cocktail. I love having a cocktail if I can stay up. That's the problem, folks. Hey, shopping for everything's expensive right now. Going into the holidays, Thanksgiving. Now, this year we're not going to have a traditional Thanksgiving, because it's not the same right now. The holidays this year it's going to be different because Mama D is gone. So we're just going to we're doing a non-traditional Thanksgiving with our families. But for you people out there, I ordered before, but usually too tired, right, John? Yeah, me too. Dick says screwdrivers. There you go. But if you guys are interested now, for under $25, Target right now is giving you guys, I think, a 12-pound turkey, stuffing, and all the good stuff for under $25 at Target for some of the people that, on a tight budget. And it's a good price for Target getting ready for Thanksgiving. For under $25, I'm sure it's going to cost more if you add more stuff to it. But that's our good friends from Target. I was watching this. I grew up in '62. So I don't know anything about the Flower Child. I didn't like that music back in '68, '69. I wasn't big. Jefferson Starship, Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix, and all that. I wasn't really into that. First of all, I was too young, but I've never even got into that music. But do you remember Flower Power? Do you remember the Flower Child? Dressing up with the flowers, walk around peace, smoking pot all day. I don't know. I was never into that because I wasn't old enough at that particular time. But anybody watching, you guys Flower Childs out there? Any women or men, Flower Child, peace and power? Anybody actually went to Woodstock? That would be cool. I'd like to interview somebody who actually went to Woodstock. I would like to see if anybody, I need some of Dick's pens. There you go, Robert. Yes. You got Dick saying, please give some pens to Robert Provenzano, the General. The General wants some pens from the Alderman. There you go. I'll get them for you, Dick said. There you go, Robert. So I'd love to know if anybody went to Woodstock or anybody knows who went to Woodstock. I would love to talk to somebody who actually was in Woodstock. Better yet, if anybody can remember Woodstock, that's the funny one. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We got some shows coming up. First of all, one of my favorite places we're going to be doing Saturday, November 18th, will be at Bellagio in Roselle. It's a Saturday night. Danny Raimondi, Tony Toto. Danny Raimondi and Tony Toto making a special appearance. My good friend Ron Starr will be joining us there next Saturday at Bellagio in Roselle on the 18th. Ocean's Rat Pack shows. We got a bunch of them coming up. December 9th will be at the Lyric Theater in Blue Island for a special Christmas holiday show. A lot of Christmas songs, but we're also still going to do the standards. That's December 9th. December 15th, we'll be at the beautiful Carriage Greens in Downers Grove. A little Christmas, not that many Christmas songs on that particular night, but it'll be fun. And then, of course, let's not forget New Year's Eve, if no plans, will be at the Center of Performing Arts in Munster, Indiana, with Oceans, Rat Pack, and Jerry Jams. It's going to be fun. 8 to 10 p.m. $75 gets you the ticket there. And there's another event that I'm excited that I do every year. And you know how much I talk about Back the Blue, Back the Blue, Back the Blue. This one is Back the Blue again in Champaign. Big Mike from Mega Productions always puts this together. Big Mike and his brother John. It's going to be a great event in Champaign, Illinois. Rat Pack is so happy to be part of that event on Saturday, December 2nd in Champaign, Illinois. If you like women with no bras, Woodstock was the place. Dennis, why don't we have you on? Were you on? Dennis, are you trying to tell me you were at Woodstock? If you were, Dennis, I'd love to interview on that, buddy. Love to have you on the show. I love your perspective on a lot of your comments. I know we agree on a lot of things. So let's get Dennis on the show before the holiday. I think that would be very, very cool. Ocean's Pit, we got birthdays. It's birthdays. Former, one of the best newscasters, the great Walter Cronkite, would be celebrating a birthday. Christopher Lloyd, 85 years old. Albert says, I knew two bootleggers that recorded concerts there on the documentary Woodstock. I was anti on the drug scene. There you go, Albert. Okay, so very cool, Albert. Two bootleggers. Yeah, of course. They had to record that stuff, and now you got some footage, some video or maybe some audio of those great bands that were playing, if you're into those great bands, but hey, they started the whole rock and roll thing. All right, Dennis is going to be on the show. Ethan Hawke turns 53 years old. Canadian rocker, one of my favorites, Bryan Adams, celebrates a birthday today. Emma Stone, actress, 35 years old. The great Carol Burnett, 90 years old. Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie, also 90 years old. You can't beat it. Alan Parsons, great band, great songs from the 60s and 70s. And I think, if I got this right, Albert will correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he the chauffeur for the Beatles too? Didn't he drive the Beatles around? Or I'm sorry, that was Graham Parsons. That's somebody else. Sorry, Graham Parsons was the guy, another entertainer, another musician. I think he was the limo driver for the Beatles. He drove the Beatles around, but not Alan Parsons. Alan Parsons Project, good stuff. 75 years old. Tommy Thayer of the rock group Kiss, who many, many years ago took a uniform of Ace Frehley. Absolutely Kiss. Joni Mitchell, folk singer, 80 years old today. For all you wrestling fans out there, gold medalist Ken Patera turns 80 years old today. Christopher Knight, better known as Bobby Brady from the Brady Bunch, 66 years old. And another great wrestling legend, the great King Kong Bundy, turns 68, or would have been 68. I don't think King Kong Bundy is with us anymore. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Hope you guys are having a great day today. A little gloomy out there. Little gloomy, guys. It is time for headlines. Operas. I'm not much into operas, folks. I can't stand the whole opera thing, okay? And you think Tony's a singer, you should love opera. I can respect it. I understand it. I know a lot of people go to it. They've seen it. They love it. I've never been to one. I don't want to fall asleep. But you ever notice that the most popular operas, at the end, the women all die? Tosca, woman dies. La Traviata, she dies. Madame Butterfly, she dies. Carmen, she dies. Adia, she dies. Turandot, she dies. Lucia di Lamore, she dies. Tristan and Isolde, she dies. Othello, she dies. They're all dying. Alf was the chauffeur for the Beatles during their tour days. There you go. Thank you, Albert. So that's why I'm not going to go to operas. I'm not even really into musicals that much. I don't want to fall asleep. Some musicals, I guess, I know, I just can't see when they're talking and singing. What were you doing last night? Oh, I was out with you. I'm going to kill you after you drink this poison. I don't get the whole. I think the only I've seen some plays. I even started my play at school, Oklahoma. I played Gordon McCrae, which was his birthday yesterday. Boyd, Alan Parsons worked with the Beatles on Abbey Road. Oh, there you go, Boyd. Some more trivia. Thank you, Albert, and thank you, Boyd. Guys, tell me, this was sent in by Mary, of course, from the NTD Vacations. Just spent 15 minutes. Just spent 15 minutes searching for my phone in my car while using the phone light as a flashlight. I've done that 3 or 4 times, pretending looking for my phone, not realizing it's in my hand with the flashlight. Tell me that's not funny. I'm sure it's happened to me. I don't know if it's happened to you guys. California. Teen's mom sues McDonald's following an attack. She said the staff and the management, nobody did nothing. A lawsuit against McDonald's alleged assassin says the staff stood and watched the assault. Now, I can see people doing this while you're in the middle of a street or something. But if you're in the establishment and you are the manager or an employee of that place and someone is getting attacked in your business, you either got to do something, stop them, call the cops. I don't know what to do, but my God, I don't know if she's going to get anything off that lawsuit, but be very interesting. Johnny, you've done that? Sure. And your keys in your hand at the same time. There you go. Absolutely. All right. Every year since 2017, AMC Entertainment has lost $7.4 billion annually. Billion. B as in boy. Roughly attendance has dropped. Oh boy. Yeah, it's crazy. 100,000. I mean, how many people still go to the theaters? Right now, it dropped to almost 780 million people now compared to 200 million people at one time. This is how much it's dropped. This is just in 2022. It will not be long until they file for bankruptcy, but I bet you were at work files for bankruptcy first. Either way, that will be the 515th and 518th company to file this year. These are companies, folks. Do you hear this? If AMC goes under, the movie theaters, it will be the 517th company that went bankrupt this year. And people are saying everything's okay. Look at this. Kelly says every year since 2017, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, HBO have more releases movies in your home. That's why AMC did not restructure that. And that's why a lot of people more are watching it from their computers or watching at home. I'm sure they took their phones out to record their assault, though, right? Exactly, John. Look, somebody's getting beat up. Record it. Help somebody. But, some people don't want to get involved. They don't want to get shot at or they don't want to get stabbed. They don't want to get involved. But the manager of the place should have stepped up, should have did something. Let's say congratulations here to Bill Powell for all you golfers out there. After being denied to play golf many years, Bill Powell bought land and built his own golf course, becoming the very first African American to design and operate his own golf course. That's sad. They wouldn't let him play golf. This is probably back in the 60s or the 50s, right? Because of the color. So this guy says, screw you. I'm going to build my own. And he's the very first African American black man to design and operate his own golf course. I think that's very cool. Heads up to Billy Powell or Bill Powell. I think it's cool. But it's kind of funny how it just why does it have to make news? So this guy says, so proud of my cousin for paving the way. Very cool. This is in Ontario, Ohio, excuse me. Very, very cool. AAA says properly inflate your tires can save you 3 cents per gallon. Probably counted ballots can save you $3 per gallon too. Yes, Patriot Drummer sent that in. Yeah, right, exactly. For all you Starbucks fans, and you know how much I'm not a Starbucks fan. I don't care for Starbucks. And now that you're hearing that they back Hamas, You know what? I don't like Starbucks. Anyway, they're going to raise to pay the retail workers 3% next year. No shit for what you're charging for coffee. What is it? $10, $12 for a cup of coffee, milk, cream, and sugar, right? ABC says they're going to raise 3% for all the Starbucks retail workers. Unbelievable. Don't go there. Not worth it. Now, Boyd is listening, and so is Albert. Here's what I found really interesting out of Rolling Stone magazine. Peter Jackson, of course, who did the great movie director, had a lot of them. He did the video for the new Beatles Now and Then, which a lot of people are either happy with or not. I just think it sounds like a John Lennon solo record. It doesn't sound anything like the Beatles to me. The video was kind of cool, but it was kind of quirky seeing John Lennon like this, smile. I mean, doing these stupid dances. And it's Peter Jackson. I thought you would have done a little bit better job. But here's what he said that I found out really weird. Peter Jackson says that more Beatle music is conceivable now following the release of Now and Then. Paul and Ringo says this will be the last Beatles song you will ever hear. Peter Jackson says, hey, it's conceivable. So they're probably going to do something fake by taking people's voices and creating a brand new Beatles song. I don't know. I don't think I'd be happy with that. That's right, Dennis. I'm taping it. I didn't get a chance to see it, but Trump's daughter did testify today. Good one. I don't know. Would you be happy, Boyd, Albert, anybody out there? Jerry Jams, what's up, buddy? See you tonight, my good friend. Yeah, that's right. AL Songs, you're right, John. I wouldn't be happy with that. Would you be happy with doing this now? Recreating new Beatles songs by computer or by intelligence now, everything that they're doing. I don't know. I wouldn't be happy with that. John, Boyd, Albert, would you be happy to hear a new Beatles song that's not really the Beatles or just, I don't know. I don't think I'd be too happy with that. I think you should leave it alone. The Beatles have nothing else to prove. They never needed even to release Now and Then. Yoko could have released it as a John solo song found in the vaults, and I would have been more happy with it. So there's probably Paul McCartney, who's probably thinking ching, 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 and that's why they did it. And I'm sure Ringo had something to do with it too, because both of them had to be on the record. I was upset that Paul did it all himself. Why didn't they bring in Jeff Lynne? It might have been a better song. Squeeze every last buck you can get out of them. Not me. There you go, Boyd. Probably the next future for recordings. Well, Jerry, I agree with you on that. Leave that work alone. Yeah. Very dangerous, Ellie Weinhardt. Yeah. Interrogated so many things nowadays. I want the actual artist. Yeah, right. I don't want any fake, even these movies now. I want the Godzilla and the King Kong and the Rubber Man suit. Make a better one. I don't like all this now, this AI stuff, man. I just don't like it. I don't follow it. I don't get it. You know what? That's just me. And, obviously from some of you guys, Tony Toto, what's up, brother? Speaking of Tony Toto, drummer, Washington Post says Aaron Spears, the drummer of Usher and Adriana Grande, dies at the age of 47 years old. Another youngster dying, folks. People Magazine. Florida man raised thousands of dollars to GoFundMe page after husband was killed. Months later, he was charged with murder. I am so sick and tired, and I'm so pissed off when people come up sometimes with these GoFundMe pages, and I understand it's for a good cause, and I got it. If it's going for the cause, the right cause, a real cause, I'm in. I will help. But I've heard things and seen things in the past, folks, that GoFundMe pages did not go as much as they're supposed to go. A little, a minimal part of the money would go to the actual cause, and other people be lining their pockets with that. Not good. Personally, thank you, Dennis. We got to say what's on your mind. There you go. See, Albert's a guy that goes out and supports his artists. He buys records, he buys CDs, he buys them. And if Albert says he wouldn't support it, there you go. I would not support it either. So good one for Boyd and good one for Albert and good for everybody else, Johnny G, that said no. But this man here, now he's charged with murder because he probably did it. And then after killing his husband, it's just horrible how people trying to trick and not be fair and just. I don't understand it with this greed stuff that people take a bad situation and a cause and take money for that. Like I said, I support it if it's for the right cause and it's going to the right cause. Like, St. Jude's. Every penny that you send to St. Jude's goes to the kids, goes to anybody with St. Jude's. Very, very important. All right. Now a little fun. Disney theme parks. I know how crazy it is. People love Disney. It's been forever. Our daughter Gianna loves Disney. It's getting very, 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 very expensive now to go. They raise the prices every year and all the crazy shit that's going on behind the scenes over there at Disney. I'm not a fan. But here's a fan, ladies and gentlemen, that love Disney so much, and they stand in the lines for the rides. What happens if you're in the line, you got your spot, you've been sitting there for a while, and you have to go to the bathroom? Look at this, folks. This is also right today in the New York Post. Disney theme park guests are now pooping while waiting in line for rides. So they rather crap their pants or piss their pants than miss that line on their spot to get on the ride. When you gotta go, even if you're in line for hours at the Displays theme park. Riders at Disneyland and Disney World have been oh my God, have been shitting their pants while standing in line, according to witnesses who reported this grotesque sight on social media. Oh, not me. I ain't leaving this line. I've been waiting for. I'm going to just do it. I don't care. What's wrong with you people? If you're with somebody, go to the bathroom. If you're by yourself, what's more important? Isn't that crazy? That's completely gross. Who would do that? A moron would do that. Breaking news, according to the leading report. Breaking NASCAR has been sued for allegedly discriminating against white male Americans. Folks, for years and years and years, discrimination has been a horrible thing in this world. The Native Americans, the African Americans, they've been going through this forever. People from all minorities have been going through this forever. Baseball was for a long time. Football said there's never been an African-American head coach. I think now there's been a few in the last couple of years. But now NASCAR is discriminating against white male Americans. I don't know. It's just crazy what's going on in this crazy world. Hey, guys, you ever hear about that dream job? This could be your dream job. According to Fox News in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a jewelry company, Shane Company, that's SHANE Company, will award someone $1,000 for someone who commit to making their bed daily for 30 days straight. A dream job. Go to follow6now.com. Dream job. Company will pay you to make your bed every day. So the question of the day is, how many people actually make their bed fully every morning when they wake up? Make the bed, put those throw pillows on there that, men don't like them, but the wife puts 30 of them up there because, why no one's in the bedroom, nobody sees it. I don't get it, but there you go. Albert, Paul Anka launched his own record label, bought his box set, all recorded. It sounded good, just being not original recordings. I didn't feel the same. Not original recordings, and soon recycled it. There you go, Albert. So Joanne still makes her bed, Dennis says. Kathy says I don't. Robert says they do. We don't. If there's guests coming over, yes, let's get the bed rolling and let's put the throw pillows back up there, even though nobody goes upstairs in our bedroom anyway. And Lilia says, of course she does. I fix the sheets and pull the comforter up. There you go. That's what we do. We'll fix the sheets, but we won't actually get it like so it looks like it's in a store quality, like you're walking into a showroom. But I'm surprised how many people listening today actually still do it. So there you go, folks. Make $1,000 a day. Dream job. Check that out, man. Very, very interesting. I make my bed every day. I think the Army. Now, there you go. Now, Dennis, John, Robert, it makes a lot of sense. If you were in the Army, you were taught that you had to make your bed every morning. So I can understand. That's why I give a lot of guys and women credit who actually were in the armed forces or the Navy or the Air Force or anything like that. You were structured to follow rules. You were structured to be. It takes a lot of guts to do that, man. Especially when you weren't drafted. If you were drafted, you had to go. But some people that actually go there on their own, and I give that a lot of credit, man. Kudos to that. Donald Trump speaking in Florida today. There you go, Dennis. Fold the corners. See, so John, you'd get in trouble, right? If it wasn't right. A couple minutes left, folks. This makes me sick, and it makes you people sick. I guarantee you. Medical bills. How many people medical debt? It is the worst number of people who go bankrupt every year because of medical bills. In the UK, in Britain, zero, none. In France, zero, none. In Japan, zero, zilch. In Germany, zero, zilch. In Canada, zero, zilch. None of these countries go bankrupt because of medical bills. Tommy D, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Air Force Dennis, God bless you, brother. Thank you. Just got home from eye surgery. Well, Erica, I hope you're okay with your eye. So, out of those countries, Britain, France, Japan, Germany, Canada, none of them go bankrupt. Okay, I didn't even know that. Austria. America, folks, 643,000 people go bankrupt because of medical bills here in the United States of America. That's why everyone comes here to become a doctor. Good one, Richard. 643,000 people or companies go bankrupt on medical bills in the United States of America. In all these other countries, nothing. It's horrible. I think Canada's got a great idea. Now, I know in all these countries, it's a great idea. If you need major surgery, you got to go somewhere else. Okay, that makes sense. If you're in Canada and you need brain surgery, you're going to have to go to New York to get it done, if it's something that technical. But why not? I'd rather take that shot than still getting killed with the medical and dental. It's sick. It's horrible. Very, very horrible. Yet, our United States of America, they want to forgive the college debt. The choice is ignored. Medical debt, that's not a choice. You have a lot of decent arguments, but it's a poor choice. College, you decide you want to do that. You decide you want to take that loan out. You decide you want to pay those bills. Medical, man, you get sick. What are you going to do? Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. It's come to the end of the hour. And again, I just love talking to you guys. I want to thank my guest today, Robert Kurtner. Of course, again, I'm sorry that she lost her sister, Elizabeth. Elizabeth'sGirls.com, whatever you can do to give. December 21st, 220 Main Street in downtown Lamont is the name of the venue. $75 to get in, food, open bar, suites, live entertainment. It's a good cause. Gift baskets. It's for a good cause for Elizabeth. And now she died at 34 years old, folks. She was on the beginning part of the show. 3 kids, 1 4, 1 6, and 1 7 months old. Just can't imagine what they're going through. So please, whatever you can do here. God bless you all, folks. Now let's go right to our sponsors. Again, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. That's right, folks. Take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program car cut keys at up to 50% less dealership. Visit the Helpful Hub to speak to your certified team member and download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Our good friends from Ace, taking care of neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And don't forget Mama D's bread loaves, selling like hotcakes. You want some for the holidays? Banana chocolate, banana chocolate chip, pumpkin chocolate chip, lemon, caramel apple, blueberry, apple spice, and the soon badass, kick-ass limoncello bread loaves coming. Go to Natalie, my sister, or private message me. $10, and some of the proceeds go to Mama D's favorite animal shelter. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Tonight, Capri, Downers Grove, Asteria, Doubletree Hotel. Tomorrow, Eddie Merlot's in Warrenville, the Naperville area, 7 o'clock. Louis Pipes, Jerry Jams. Jerry Jams will be tonight. Friday, Daryl Armenstad, the professor at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday will be at a private event in the Rivers Casino. You guys, thank you so much. Buy local, shop local. Remember, support local establishments, support live entertainment, and the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Mama D says, love you. Love you, Mama D. Love you guys very much. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean returns, giving away another chance for you guys to win a copy of her best-selling book. So we're excited. You guys have an incredible day. Be kind to everybody out there, man. We need it more than ever. Nick Saha just
time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.